Fellow traders, 'tis I, the Rumpled One, coming to you on Friday, June the 6th. The year's 2025. Let's talk trading. Weekly wrap up. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. As always, I hope every one of you traders had your risk management employed this week so you never lost more than you were willing to lose on any one single trade or during any one single session. So let's jump right into it. Looking at the weekly chart, the dashboard shows us that all the gaps have filled. We are 68 pips above the weekly open on the pound, now 69, 83 off the high, 82 off the low. Wow, we're pretty much right at the weekly midpoint there. We zoom out to the month and we can see we are pretty much the same because the first day was Sunday and it's Friday, first day of the month. So the week and the month are going to be the same. If we take a look at the daily, notice that on Wednesday and Thursday, we broke out of the weekly opening range. And right now we're back into it. In fact, we're 27 below the weekly high. We broke out of that opening range to the upside. We never broke the downside. If we take a look at the year, 1,024 pips above the yearly open and 82 off that yearly high that we put in this week, and 1,437, now 37 pips off the low. And we had an inside bar 3 days ago. And you can see we are within that inside bar range. And we are so far above the inside bar from 17 months ago and inside bar from 23 weeks ago. They aren't even appearing on the chart unless I squish it down. Notice we've got a lot of inside bar action on the monthly, with the exception of the pound. Let's see, today must be vacation day. I'm not even sure if we had any red news. I've been on the road this week. That's why you haven't heard from me much. Let me take a quick look here and see if there was any red news today. Oh, yeah, we did have red news. We had, wait a minute. I forgot. It's the first Friday of the month. This is NFP Day. What the heck is going on with the pound? 66 pips on NFP Day? Are you kidding me? Wow. Well, we can see here that the news did spike it, but that's not much of a range on NFP Day. Not much of a range at all. Barely enough. So looks like the green rats got the feast off of that news. Quick feast there. Bambino Flex indicator said to go long. Pivot trading plan price near pivot short. And looks like the pivot trading plan won out. I guess it's kind of interesting when these two are different. It's definitely trade with caution. Should always trade with caution, but maybe even more so. Or maybe some people might even step aside and go, you know what, not trading. And let's see, we're looking at the H4 pivot. You can see we had a missed pivot here 5 H4 bars ago. Daily we took out, missed pivot from 12 days ago. Weekly we took out, and we haven't taken out the month yet. And we got a missed pivot way back here. Let's see, 3 months ago. Oh, in and out of the upper wick zone and in and out of the lower wick zone on both sides. So wick zone traders definitely had some action. Let's see, so far for the week, 165 pips of range, 16 percentile. We did break out of the previous high by 23 pips, did not break out of the previous low. So once again, higher high, higher low. So we've had that 1, 2, 3 weeks in a row. For the rats, high minus close 83, close minus low 82. So rats were rewarded. And the weekly crossover traders, high minus open 152, open minus low only 12. And looking at this price action here, like I completely spaced that it was NFP day. Like I said, I've been on the road. I don't know how many counties I drove through yesterday, but I was all over the map. Oh, let's see. So when the news opened, is that the, no, that's not the news bar. Where's the news bar? Is this the news bar? Yeah, here's the news bar. We had a gap down, then a reaction, and then right back down again. So gap down on that news bar, and then almost back to the daily open. Looks like it missed it by 1.6 pips, and then sellers pushed it right back down. And the higher high, higher low, or I'm sorry, highest low, lowest high trading here. Let's see, we had a trigger here that was worth something, and we had a trigger here that paid off also. So once again, sometimes some of these simple systems will pay off. All you have to do is manage the risk. You know, it's funny because we consider ourselves traders, but we should probably consider ourselves risk managers. And let's see, one of my latest indicators, even though I did have the video, indicators are not the answer. Oh yeah, that's right. I did put a trade on here. We were playing the other day. What did I do? Oh yeah, I had some sells here. It was after. So what happened after I, let's see, let's look at the 4 hour. So there was opportunities to take profit with those trades. I just missed out because I remember back there was opportunity to get out. Looks like at the can't remember what time I put those trades on. Let's see. Maybe if we shift to the hourly. Will that show it better? Okay. So yeah, that next hour or half, yeah, the next hour, could have gotten out, and then there was opportunity to get out again, opportunity to get out again. So those trades could have resulted in profit. And since they still can result in profit. Let's put this back to 1 minute. You can see here, flip-flop trade paid off. Flip-flop trade here that paid off. In fact, there's one in profit right now. Okay, let's just take a look here at the range by month. Once again, 165. So we know no big deal on the ATR. But let's look at the year-to-date percentage here. We're still above 8% on the year. That's not a bad return on the money. I mean, big money manager could say, okay, I just close it out and take the rest of the year off. 8%, there's a lot of people would be happy with an 8% annual return. But they did have 1 month they were probably getting yelled at. What happened to the money? Where's my money? Look at the year-to-date accumulated. 15, 17. Not bad. For the month, price is inside that upper wick zone. We did escape it to the upside once. Fade, pivot, sell. Higher high, higher low. And price crossed above the monthly open. For the week, price is between the wick zone. We crossed above the previous mid and the pivot, and higher high, higher low. Looking at the daily, see here we're approaching S2, 15 pips above it. Distance to the moving average is about 15 pips. Interesting. Okay. We're barely above the low, so we're making new lows. Prices below the lower wick zone. Sellers strong control. In fact, let me take a quick look. In profit. Might as well get rid of those trades, clear the board. And remember, that was just funny money. I was just doing that to show a point. I could have stayed in there and made some more pips, but we're almost out of time anyway. So, traders, I'm trying to think. I don't remember any questions per se. There might be a few. I'll get to them next week. I should be around every day, except for Thursdays. And I think Walmall should be back from vacation. Hope he's okay. And this trading game is just really interesting, especially when you compare it to other things. And, what you call things really does affect how you see the world. You label things, and then it kind of filters your perspective. And so you have to be really careful on what you call things or what you get fixated on. So I'm going to wish everybody a fun and safe weekend, and I'm hoping you're profitable so far today, this week, this month, this year, totally. But I want you to always remember and never forget, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.